Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a presentation here of Metroid Planet ground-up game created here from scratch of basically a reimagining of NES Metroid that some of us may have grown up playing, loving, or hating. This is the Enigma mode, which is sort of a randomizer, but a little more intricate than that allows users to actually create their own rooms and generate a seed based on certain criteria you set in the generator, and we'll use those pools of rooms, whether it be stuff you created or others may have created. Today's race is actually be run by Metroid MSD, or Shy Guy Express, as some of you may know, and Epi37.
There's always a good time. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, and essentially this game, you can play the original NES Metroid. The creator, Vacant Shade, actually created the original planet Zebus. He also created another planet that's currently under construction called Novus, which is a reimagining of NES Metroid. It's a much bigger map and areas, and also introduces some things that are in Enigma that aren't normally in NES Metroid, or at least the original, that we'll see as the run goes on. Although, just to give some bit of hints in advance, there are certain major items that are mostly from Super Metroid that are included in this. So we're going to see stuff like Spring Ball,
always the best
Space
thing.
Jump, Screw Attack was already there. Beam combining, which wasn't a thing in the original Nestroid, is also here. So all the 4 general beams that we've seen in Nestroid will all be able to be combined together. All right, so we're off. They're going to be starting to explore a bit here. We're starting in what looks like criteria. The areas are all color-coded. In this seed, we generated 7 areas. So you'll see mostly all standard areas. Again, if you think of Super Metroid, you'll realize what all these areas are. So there's criteria, wrecked ship, Brinstar, Kraid area, which is just Kraid, an area where Ridley's in, again named after the boss, and Norfair. And then of course there's Turian, where Mother Brain is eventually going to be found and taken care of. Progression for this, one of the settings in the generator for this is called balanced. So the game will generally kind of lead you to the standard items you think you'd pick up early on: Morph Ball, Long Beam, Bombs. After that, it'll sort of branch out a bit to give it a more flexibility. There's also a chaotic option, which really just throws everything into a loop, and you could get any type of major early on. We'll also be seeing something else that was added that's actually in none of any Metroid game, called cores, and I'll describe those as we pick them up in the run. So Epi's picking up his first batch of missiles. It looks like MSCs are pretty much falling in sync right now. That'll allow them to interact with either certain shot blocks that are called missile blocks, or red doors as the one they're about to hit right now. Hopefully, the way this seed was generated from Vacant will allow you guys to see the creativity of some of the rooms that certain people have made. I got boast, there are even some of my rooms in here as well. So for now, it's mostly just exploring. Not much to talk about until they get a new item that may explain what might open up. Although, for instance, now they've entered a room now, and if you look at the top right corner, the minimap is blinking in red. That indicates the room's actually a combat room. So their objective is to destroy all the enemies in this room, and some event will trigger whether a door will unlock or certain blocks, which are called combat blocks, will actually disappear and reveal something. In this case, this one is just the doors will just unlock. There is an item there near the bottom left corner, that little red ball. They can't get to it at the moment because they need Morph Ball. Oh, interesting. MSD's decided to do a reset. Probably decide to go right instead. Epi taking the elevator at the room ends up in Norfair. So this is Bubble Mountain. A nice little elevator room. It actually has 2 items in it inside the mountain, both of which can be accessed via using a missile, except that one that you just passed by, actually from the opposite side, it actually needs high jump or ice speed, if my logic stands correct. So as standard as any other Metroid game, there are energy tanks. No reserves, guys, this time. That's taken over by one of the cores, which is very useful for heated runs, just like the one that Epi's in right now. These are basically rooms that cause environmental damage, if you're used to the standard Metroid Manta. The core that actually replaces... Oh, well, never mind that. First major item pickup today is Spring Ball. Not particularly useful for Epi right now, as he needs Morph Ball to interact with it. Spring Ball will basically allow him to jump while in Morph Ball form. MST, who decided to go the other way, has gotten Long Beam, so now his regular beam shot will actually be able to extend to the end of the screen. So a lot of rooms have very intrigued designs. This one room Epi's in is called Suspicious Room. Actually has rooms up and down from the main corridor. One needs bombs, one needs a variety of power-ups. The runner's probably already familiar with the rooms. Please don't die, Misty. That's pretty close. Okay, he's gonna get through that. This map room has supposed to have a miner in it that MST is in. So the scanning. So map scanner also is another interesting thing that wasn't in the original Metroid. Only introduced in... wasn't introduced in any map, I don't even remember. But this allows you basically every 15 minutes to access a map station and scan the map to reveal possibly certain rooms, give you an idea where to go, what may be there, what rooms may be there, because obviously the more you play, the more you remember rooms and you remember what the rooms do or have. So it's quite a bit to explain to this game, because there is a lot of it to understand and how to develop it. But once you get into it, it's such a refreshing take on a classic game. So Epi's decided to leave Norfolk, go back to Criteria. It's just Spring Ball, so that hasn't gotten much for him yet. MST with Long Beam, there are certain rooms that are designed in a way that require Long Beam to hit certain triggers. So he may have some room to maneuver. And MST has now entered, the yellow area is Wrecked Ship. If you feel that the music is very familiar, the composer, whose name escapes me, I apologize at the moment, has created several tracks depending on the areas. This one, I believe, is Metroid Fusion related. So MST, as you see there, MST's gotten stuck. Doesn't seem too happy about it. So those are your standard Zebetite shields. You need about 10 missiles to get them down. Looks like he didn't have enough. So he did a standard reset to get back and refresh his ammo. If you have any donation stuff, just let me know. Until they get something to open up anything, there's really not much to discuss.
Alright, oh, I do have one. We have $25 from Leno, who says, toss in another $25 if both of the following are met. Metroid MST must say, reserve tanks are the lifeblood of any Super Metroid run. Effie must say, Nestroid is the best game of all time.
That's great. So MST has found our logical, normally your first real progression item in the game, which is Spring Ball, in, ironically, the best room to describe a yellow ball in the sky. MST now is going to be able to access some one-tile tunnels with Morph Ball. As soon as Epic can find his Morph Ball, he'll actually have slightly better progression than MST at the moment, but it's still up in the air. Now, this room that MST's in also has several secrets. There is a minor, possible major at the top left corner of the map. It's like a 3x, I believe, a 3x3 room. It'll take a bit of time to explain some time to explain the actual generator itself. When you have your pool of rooms you want to generate, there's various options. So you can select the amount of areas you want. Between 3, 5, and 7. The larger the number of maps, the more likely there will be up to 3 bosses. Which in this case, we have 7 areas. So we will have all 3 of the standard bosses, not including Mother Brain, which are Ridley, Kraid, just like in the original Metroid, and Bacon has also introduced Spore Spawn from Super Metroid in this game. That will be Spore Spawn will be located in Brinstar, and the runners will actually need to defeat all 3 bosses to be able to access Mother Brain. They may still be able to locate her room before they get all those bosses down, but they will not be able to open the door until such time as they are defeated. Also, in the generator options, you can select various other modes. So you can actually tell the game whether or not to allow heated rooms to be used in the game, or to even what's called forcing heated runs to occur in the game. So in that option, the generator will say, okay, well, we're going to put several rooms that are all be heated rooms that you have no choice but to enter through them while taking damage. It will automatically factor in at some point a room that you can get out of. In this instance, the seed we've generated is allowable, so the runners won't actually know if they need to do the run. Other options are the cores. You can actually turn the cores on and off for people that want to play a little more vanilla style. To remember, there is something else I'm forgetting. I mentioned the chaotic progression. All right, so there we go. So he's now got his Morph Ball. He's gonna think a little more twice. So normally now you'd say, okay, well, where's bombs? Bombs may not be an early pickup at this point, depending on the progression. The seed may have even generated not requiring bombs at all. It's that intricate of a system. So both players continuing to deep dive in direction is a good move, because logically there is no other elevator that connects out of Wreck Ship. It's sort of like a dead end. Raid and Cridley will also be the same. So once they find those areas, they'll know there's no other elevator that leads out. The key here for them will be to find out which of the main 3 areas, which is Criteria, Brinstar, and Norfair, will actually contain Toria. So it's not always a guarantee that that elevator will be located in the area that your landing site is located. Oh, that's could be bad. So Epi's found what I've dubbed my vault room. That room may contain a major. It actually does require everything he has. We'll see if he realizes that. I just don't know if he's got enough. I just didn't notice if that was a heated room or not. Missy's decided he's had enough of wrecked ship. Gotta go continuing exploring criteria. If he decides to go back the original route he took at the beginning, he should find North Fair pretty soon. Oh, or he's actually looking to go the other way. There's another elevator. Let's see where that takes us today. All right, so this is Brinstar. Was a main miner sitting next to the elevator that MST seems to have missed. Might come back to it later. Missile out of the tunnel. All right, Epi's going to try to go for that possible minor or major on the side here. I believe that is Crystal Core. That is correct. All right, so cores. Various different bonuses that players can activate. So now if you notice just under his percentage of items collected, there's a little lightning bolt. Now that he's equipped Crystal Core, he cannot actually change out of it for the next 5 minutes. Or if he picks up another core in the meantime. Each have various sort of bonuses to say. Crystal Core is good in this current scenario, as if you're low on life and you're about to die, the core will exchange any missiles you have in storage for life. So 1 missile for 5 energy. Very good for heated runs at this point, as neither of them have Various Suit. At the rate of decay, at least at the moment, Epi would have probably about 20, maybe 30 seconds worth of energy extra on the side. Think of it as reserve tanks, as I mentioned before, just not as game pausing, or at all. So MST is leaving Turing knowing that he actually cannot get past the first room of the area. He's going to need bombs and ice beam, because as is a standard game, Metroids cannot be killed unless you freeze them and then shoot them with missiles. You can keep yourself protected from them with screw attack, but that will only delay their attack. Happy's also trying this lunch. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Stan.
Do I have time for a really quick donation?
Sure.
Alright, there's an anonymous $5 donation whose message is just the smiley face. Thank you.
So Epi's trying this launchpad room just like MST did before. Now the key here with this room actually is that one little block that keeps stopping in their way is actually a shot block. If they time their jump right and take the shot, they can actually get past that point. Also, this landing site that MST's in actually does have a miner all the way at the top, but he can't get to it at the moment until he has space jump. Looks like Epi's given up on trying to launch pad. Is he going to keep trying or get out? He decides to get out. He's picking up our second core found in the game, Magnet Core. This works a lot like if anyone's played Dread or even Fusion. Kill the mob, kill the enemy, there's energy there, and it just comes at you. Magnet Core does the exact same thing. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's explain the other cores. There are 3 other cores in the game. One is Aegis Core. Aegis Core basically triples your damage immunity period after being hit. Very good early game. Another one is Phazon Core. This is a great late game item. Like I mentioned, it does double damage, but at the cost of your energy slowly decreasing. The decrease in energy will actually stop at 50 energy. Mostly to prevent the game mechanics from only giving you energy under 50, which is a normal thing. That was done so that at least you can pick up missiles. Like I said, very good late game, especially if you've got 4 or 5 E-tanks. It'll help defeat Mother Brain quicker and get through the escape faster, as most runners of this game have learned. That's the last one. I don't have chat up, so I don't know if someone's yelling at it at me. Aegis. It pops up, we'll talk about it. This little secret area here, let's see what that gives. For MST, oh, it's at the bottom, just a missile. So still looking for the next major progressional item. Them receiving various suit now would allow them to get through the heated rooms, but doesn't look like would offer that much more at this point. This point, by the looks of it, they're probably going to need to re-enter Norfair again. Well, MST, this will be his first trip in, so if he goes right, he should get his spring ball fairly soon. Epi has not gotten actually up here. There's actually a secret section to this room. Just a minor item at that location near the elevator from Norfair. Right, so MSC's entering his Norfair for the first time, sees Bubble Mountain. Probably going to go right. Oh, no. Never mind that. There's a left-only mantra plan. Looks like Epi will be getting his long beam shortly. Alright, so that was a one-room heater. Hopefully he doesn't have to do too much more of that. It doesn't have that much energy. Okay, it looks like MST has revealed a elevator room that looks like maybe coming out of Norfair. Well, knowing where Turian is now, that's definitely Ridley's area. And oh no, we have been what we like to call the best beamed. So that room is actually wave beam locked. One of our authors, Gordor, is a very big proponent of rooms that require wave beam. So these are rooms that mostly use door triggers that are behind walls. So it looks like now we're on the hunt for wave beam. I'm just going to pick up the spring ball here. I wonder what to do with that. Won't get him into Ridley's area. That miner, by the way, near the bottom, the reason they're not getting it up is because it's hidden behind a bomb block. So they'll need bombs for that. And those missile blocks up there need high jump for that too. No one's actually gone down. Oh, there we go. Epi's going down. We're gonna see what's on the bottom right here. So Epi's picking up his magnet core. Continue going down. Pick up his one miner. Alright, MST gets out and oh, look at that. We have a connector. So sometimes the seed will actually generate rooms that transition into other areas without requiring an elevator. As you can tell, this game generally requires a lot of running around as like the original Metroid. But sometimes the generator is very generous and will actually let us go through different areas this way. This may actually be a benefit when they need to run back out from Ridley to get back to Turian at this point, since we know where Turian is connected to. There's that binder at the top. That's another energy tank. Until players get their Varia, they're going to want to hunt for those. And down here, I don't know if MST actually went down past that door, and he picked up the missile there. That room's just a dead end with the miner at the bottom, so Epi's just going to leave out of that. Alright, I got chat up. I can actually comment a bit. Jesse, to answer your question about V28 rooms, some of us do have the older rooms, at least the ones that still are viable, with the changes done to Room Studio. There is a small project underway to try to remaster some of those much older rooms that needed some work. None of those are actually in this sea, if I'm not mistaken, though. There are also some rooms that have not been posted on the public community Discord per se, that you'll see here. MST debating, thinking that there might be something back up here in wrecked ship. My train of thought, if I was the runner, I'm running to my vault. I'm running to that vault room I made. You have everything you need to get to it. To hit the trigger to open the door, to shoot the shields, and there'd be possibly an item. I cannot think of anywhere else to go at this point. Not per se, Jesse. Just that some packs people had. All right, MSC's gonna pick up his crystal core, so he'll be happy to see that for now. Hoping MST remembers to go try that vault room. He can use it. Nope. Decides to leave. I technically don't blame them, because the majority of the time, most seeds run with that room don't usually yield anything. Although in this case, I think it's worth checking. MST, so Happy's now noticed that he also needs wave beam. It's gonna go decide to go right. Probably end up finding his connector back to criteria. MST trying part 2 of the launch pad. Hopefully he... Oh, there we go. He's found the shot block. Made it past. This room's got a small morph ball tunnel. He will probably be leaving this room. This actually requires space jump, logically. Speaking of logic, you can break logic in this game if you know how to do stuff like infinite bomb jump. It's not something that you can actually put in terms of logic in the room editor. But if you know how to do it and you're crazy enough to try, it can pay off. MST resetting again. Still hoping he goes and tries the vault. Nope, he's heading out. I believe the key at this point is that room. So we need to see who remembers to go back and check at this point. MSC's going to try Brinstar again. Oh, that's the core. My favorite core is the one I forgot. Surge core. Surge core is a nice core for people who don't like mashing buttons. By holding down the shoot button, it does give you an increased rate of fire. That rate of fire will actually decrease as you continue holding down the button. So about the first 5 shots will be really fast. Good for power beam. Need a little more carefulness to not waste too many missiles on things. Nope, he's not going to use the scanner again. Here's another wave beam enticed room. So in this room, those glowing orbs are actually shot blocks behind regular blocks. If you shoot them, it opens up the path. So at the moment, MST's options, players' options in that room are actually limited to just going to the bottom right and corner. And another wave gate room. So wave gate is the key to this seed today. All right, that's interesting. Epi also diving again into wreck ship. Looks like he's going to go try the launch pad again. Okay, he realized that the block is there. Those sparks blocked him. There he goes. Beginning to think they may have actually forgotten about that room in wreck ship. MST wondering where he has to go next. Happy resetting to go back in or go out again. Nope, he's trying it again. Let's hope he makes the vault play. MST might actually still be going to a wreck ship. He's right there. As soon as one of them gets wave beam, this should pretty much open up the game to them completely. It doesn't mean they're in go mode though. As we like to say in the speedrunning community. Because Mother Brain isn't your standard Mother Brain rooms. There are rooms that are created that require morph ball, bombs, and spring ball to kill Mother Brain. You don't even need a missile. Some very creative people. And it's been quite a blast to play. Alright, Epi's making the play. Let's see what happens. So this is an interesting room. You need to actually jump up with spring ball and continuously jump over the crumble blocks to get to a switch that opens the door, and you got to go back down, shoot both shields, which will open up the block in the safe end. There we go. Oh, he knows exactly where to go next. Well, actually, his whole world is now his oyster. There wasn't really anything else outside of a space jump room. Can't wait to see MST's reaction. I promise, ladies and gentlemen, I did not intentionally put a major item in a room I created. This is not intentional. To answer your question, Queen, the original Metroid was on the NES. This is a PC game. It's built up from the ground up. So now with the wave beam, outside of various suit, they can pretty much get to all the areas. At the moment, their biggest fear is the environmental damage from going through heated rooms. So the next key here is to find Varia or more resources to continue powering through heated rooms. Didn't see what Epi just got there on the scanner. So now with waving, this opens this room up, so you can access all 4 doors in this room. This colorblind room he's going up, well, the name is called colorblind, actually has 2 morphball tunnels on the sides that require bombs that have miners. They're usually miners. And here we have our good old skippable boss from SM Spore Spawn. Unfortunately, in this game, he's getting the attention he deserves. And is a required kill. So just like in the original Super Metroid, the idea here is to keep avoiding the obstacles and himself as he bounces, wiggles around, so to speak, until he opens up and you got to shoot his little 3 eyes in the middle. Fun fact, you can actually defeat this boss and all the other bosses rather easily with the screw attack, as they do damage to him. It takes a little longer, but it does make the fight a lot easier. This goes the same true if you have Phazon Core on. It will reduce the amount of shots required to defeat the bosses. But even though it's taken this long for them to get to this point, they're still pretty much neck and neck. Epi having just a slight lead by defeating Spore Spawn first. So their likely pattern now, them being in Brinstar, is they're going to try to find the elevator to Kraid, because that's only situated in this area. Now, whether that's locked by something else... oh yes, I believe there was a wave beam door here too. So they'll be okay. Alright, both the runners just picked up Phazon Core. They'll be happy to see that. Don't expect them to equip that until late game. Their usual pattern of play here. Probably even as early as actually getting into Mother Brain's room. Now, I believe MST already knows where Kraid is now, so he's gonna go slightly ahead. Except you have to reset, he's a little further back now. So welcome to Kraid, everybody. This is the gray area on the map. One thing to note also, in terms of when you're playing Enigma will take the total amount of majors, and these are not including the cores. The cores are considered minors. It'll actually split them up, or attempt to split them up evenly among all the areas. Although you will on occasion have possibly an area that has no minors, or majors, so to speak. So in terms of a 7-area seed, these runners are usually looking for about two major items to be located in the area. If they feel like there's only one, they may take a chance and move away. But as is with any other randomizer, that is a gamble anyone takes. Secret area here on the right that MST just managed to find. There's another E-tank. Still a good pickup. Bavaria. Oh, this seed generated a lot of Gorder rooms today. Okay, pickup is Ice Beam. So help with some movement areas. We'll be able to free some enemies to actually get to higher points in the map. Also, this will allow easier progression into Torian with the Metroids.
Do I have time for a couple donations?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Alright. We have $50 from Dogs Making Waffles saying, thanks to everyone who made this event possible. And an anonymous $20 donation saying, thank you.
Okay, this is we're in Kraid's room. Yeah, so Kraid's not as big as we're used to seeing him lately, but this is the original size that he is in the Metroid game. It looks to be hoarding high jump boots. As soon as he's dead, those blocks will go away and will allow access to the item. This item will actually allow the runners, once they get back into Norfair, they'll be able to get that one item that's on the Torizo statue in the mountain, even though they also have Ice Beam. So they'll be able to get to that item. We'll see what that is. Maybe they're turning on Phazon to expedite his kill. He's into a little problem now. He's going to be stuck with that for the next 5 minutes. But he'll probably just reset, which will refill all his energy, and he'll be fine for a bit. So MST decided to quit out of raid right away. He feels fairly confident that he's probably got everything he needs. Interesting that MST is scanning mostly around the Ridley area to see what the layout is. Some people sometimes at this point will probably try to scan out Torian. Once again, knowing what the rooms are and what they do, they're going to go say, hey, oh, I don't need this item to defeat Mother Brain, or I don't need this item, or I need this item, and that way they know what to look for. So I'm going to correct myself. I said that they found Torian. They did not. Don't know why I did. Here's another non-Nestroid flavored item. They also got Space Jump. So in terms of complete mobility, MST is pretty much free to go anywhere now. The only two items he's missing are Spazer, which is mostly just a damage increase to his beam, and Screw Attack. Oh, here we go. That's Torian. Torian is in Brennstar. he's in a combat room. That he can do. Oh no, he won't be able to finish this room. He's going to find out in just a second why. He needs bombs. Which at this point sounds more than likely that it may be either here or in Ridley's area. This is a fun combat room. Just destroy all the shields. It's almost like to open the door, but in the flower is an item. And today we have screw attack. This will give them a much easier time getting through rooms, since in terms of movement speed increase, there really isn't anything available in this game. This will also make the Ridley fight pretty much a walk in the park. Happy Centurion. Now he's going to find out he's also can't go any further. There he goes. So he'll be heading back out. See if he goes left and picks up his screw attack as well. Excuse me. MST having... Was it MST that found the connector first? If he had seen that connector going into criteria, this is where that'll come in handy. He doesn't have to go all the way down the map to go around just to get back up the elevator. Alright, he's going to get his screw attack now. He'll probably reset and head the other way again as well. Oh no, MST does not know about this, so it's Epi that saw it first. This might tighten the race a bit. Depends how soon Epi decides to reset and head out. Alright, there he goes. This awesomeness, sir, is called Metroid Planets. And this mode is the Enigma mode. Oh, hi, Gordor. Somewhat pleasantly to announce that your name is highlighted very much in the seed, although you only played a part in it today. I know, MST did know about the exit. Alright, so he'll maintain his lead at this point. Did MST turn off his screw attack? Oh, we got a moment to run here. If you'd like to know more about this game, we have a forum post on metroidconstruction.com about it, and there's a link to the community Discord there. Community is fairly large, very friendly. Everyone will help you out. Room design, There's a channel for libraries too, so you can go download people's packs. Maybe I could start a push for a speed booster core. There's another heated room. This one we'll get through. So MSD's now doing the checks, trying to find out what's up here. Oh, it's going to find another missile. He should have Crystal Core on, which will allow him to continue. Oh, there he goes. Now he's going to turn that on. So this will allow him to continue running through the heated rooms once he hits low health. At about 118 missiles, that should give him at least 45 to 60 seconds of extra time. This room does have an item in the tunnel, but because it doesn't have bombs, you can't actually reveal it to get something out of that. This has something at the end. Just to add that lava. That 5 extra missiles will give him some extra time there. So now, as you can see, the crystal core is activating and just consuming about a missile every... Maybe it's a little less than a second. Ewan McGregor 2. This is created by MSD's brother DSO. Very imaginative. All that just for some missiles. Still got plenty of ammo left, so he'll be able to get out and keep exploring. No, we don't want to see that meteor. Should have enough ammo to get out of here. It's looking that top end's been a bit of a bust. Still curious to see what's in Bubble Mountain. Both runners have what they need. Now, if MSC can remember, he can shoot through the wall there and you actually see what the item is without actually getting to it. Ooh, he's going to be real close to getting out of this. Whoa. Oh, darn. Just missed it. Oh, and he didn't come out of Bubble Mountain, so he actually has to make the whole run over again. Well, Epi's now is going to go back to get back to the mountain. Oh, he'll have plenty of ammo to get through. We'll see if he does decide to check that item. So it looks like Epi did find his much coveted Various suit is located there. So we can remove the heated damage element from rooms, and it also actually reduces your damage by half. Ooh, MST didn't shoot it. Is he gonna actually still go and check it though? Yes, so he'll get that. Yeah, blind grab is completely correct, Sneaks. Why he didn't shoot that on the wall? But regardless, he does have it. So let's get past the bamboo. So now it looks like Epi's got a bit of a lead, but we'll see what happens when they arrive into Ridley's area. Go the wrong direction, can lose your lead. Epi's gonna reset his engine. Does he still have Phazon enabled? No, he turned it off. Okay, so he's gonna go right here. So knowing what we know about the item locations, Ridley can have anywhere between 0 to 2 at this point. Here's Ridley. Again, not actual size. Not much of a space pelican. Because our runners have space jump and screw attack, that just made that fight basically a cakewalk. There's another combat room with an item at the top. Another missile. Not sure Epi's going to keep looking for something at this point. Outside of bombs. The bombs would be the only thing they'd want to go find. Spazer at this point isn't as useful. Well, speaking of. Yes, yelling at the author of the room is a tried and true tradition of playing this game. Especially a certain gentleman that likes Wapey, who shall not be named. This room, I believe the other item is a miner on Epi's side. Also bomb locked. You can check it. There it goes. Just a couple missiles. And Missy found a secret item too. What's this? That room with the date. Just to get of a inside view. That is done by another creator called Mata-chan. She likes to create tribute rooms based on all the races she participates in. So there is actually an original version of that room. Not designed in mostly the same fashion, but it looks, the layout's the same. She likes to add a bit of flair to it. So because of Spazer's location, it's for I'm pretty positive the runners are certain that bombs is in Ridley. First one to find it will most definitely have a major lead. This will probably be over here for Epi. Map looks like it was mostly discovered for the area. There she is. Oh, that's a complete go mode for Epi now. This also means that Torian has 0 majors. That will make the run through Torian a little bland, but that's okay. Just needs to go down to get those bombs. Alright, so MST is now properly on the way over to get bombs. Epi using the discovered connector to save himself some time. Spoilers though, there is actually a second connector in this map that the runners have not discovered yet. MST is celebrating. MST is... I'm not sure about that. So now MST's going to start scanning Mother Brain to see where he has to go. That should... There he goes. He's just found Mother Brain's room. That'll give him an idea of where he has to go. So we got some bit of time, so if you have some donations, go ahead and call them out.
We haven't had anything new come in since last time, but this is... these donations go to No Kid Hungry, a wonderful cause.
Alright, so Epi's gonna be our first. He's gonna need to Brinstar now. He's got at least he's got several minutes of lead now at this point. So for those wondering what Avan Seeks just said about a certain room with Metroids, There is another gentleman, Lenofist, has created a room that is a fairly large room. I want to say it's at least a 4x4 screen room, and it's got a fair amount of Metroids. Think of when you go shopping at Costco. You only get it in bulk. Actually, Gordor, it was Wave Beam. Wave Beam blocked them for a while. And they could have had it fairly early. But I'll see your thunder. It was blocked by my room. You can guess which one that is. To add on to that, Lightning, races are generally done on Friday nights, which is the general community race, and I also host a race on Tuesdays for people that usually can't make the Friday race. We usually have the race channel up on racetime.gg. The game is listed there, the categories are there, and all that. So sorry, Gordor, that is not the Leno room, but it's about as close as you're going to see, I think, today. Okay, so as predicted, that Epi's turning on his phase on, make his mother brain fright a lot quicker. Fun fact, and I don't believe this has been fixed yet, you can actually crash the game with phase on core. And it has to do with mother brain and how many hits it takes to kill her. So much of a timer, 4.5 minutes. So the generator will actually determine based on the rooms ahead of you in the escape and the room itself for mother brain as to how long it takes you to get out, and it'll determine an amount of time with it. And it's ranged from anywhere between 30 seconds and 6 minutes. 4 minutes is just above average. And the rooms aren't straightforward. Some of them require certain majors, so you can't just say, oh, I'm missing 3 items and then I'll just run in. It is a gamble you take. People have gotten stuck in the escape and have had to go back to go look for more. A lot of Zeba type rooms this game. It looks like Lenos should have enough missiles to cover it, especially with Phazon on. Embassy's now also done with his escape. Oh, fun tip, guys, too. Once you hear the music change tone, that'll be your cue that they're actually close to the end of the escape. They're just hit right now. So Epi's... Oh, actually, he's in the final room. Especially designed for the event. So all GG to Epi finishing first. Race time of 1:13.06. to be too far behind. Still, all in all, fair, closer race. Runners, even though they diverged trying to find items, they more or less realigned fairly quickly. Yes, let's talk about that. So once you finish the game will give you basically all the general statistics, shots, points, all that. There's a lovely item, a currency called Seguru that you collect. Currently doesn't have much in terms of function, but there's talk of something coming in the future. There's also normally a log at the bottom that actually displays where all the items are at. In this instance too, because the developer edited in this escape room specifically for the event, the log kind of got deleted just for this one instance. There we go. GG to Metroid MST with a time of 1:14:33, just over a minute behind. Now, the World Planner there won't tell you where any rooms that you haven't been to. That you'd have to go back into the game and explore again, which a lot of people like doing. Did we want to get the runners up here for a bit of commentary? Or is it, that's me, huh? No.
I'd love to hear from them.
Did I do that on my end, I guess?
At least it was close. I had no business being that close to you. Did you leave Ridley without bombs? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was very confused for.
I think oh, maybe I clicked the wrong thing. GG's, gentlemen.
GG.
Thank you. So,
Guys, forgot my vault.
Your vault was never a major before this thing.
I think it might have been, but I knew the vault is like. For some reason, when I first got there, I thought, oh, I think I need bombs for this. But
no,
I don't think I had the health for it because it was hazardous as well.
It's rare, but it does happen that it has a major. In this case, it did, and I promise you, I did not do that intentionally.
No, I know it's Vacan's fault.
Yeah, it's Vacan's fault
for real. So.
Yeah. The main change that we had done in the sea to prevent any type of slowdown is that we moved bombs. Bombs
you apparently cost MST from the sound of it.
Yes, at the end, because you found bombs. You did Ridley. You found bombs first, and then MST went up.
Yeah, because
bombs was originally in the Amata tribute room, right before Ridley. Bottom right corner missile wall. That only one of you went to.
Who went to it? Did I go to it?
No.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember.
So was me. So, no, I'm glad that ended up being close still. I was really worried after I got stuck on that wave beam.
Yeah, so was I.
No, you both are pretty much
I
aligned.
hope it's at least still interesting.
MST's definitely way ahead of me. He's gonna finish soon. Any second now.
So there was also a second connector near the bottom of criteria leading into Brintstar. If you had known that, you would save more time getting to to Torian.
Oh,
and taking the
shoot.
long
Oh,
one around.
right. I forgot.
Right.
I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
it.
It's right where I believe
I
have-
saw it. I just, yeah.
I have it. I didn't think it was like I need to go all the way to the Bristol elevator and go around that way, but no, I completely forgot about the connector.
No, I was glad we got to show that off for people. So I believe it's the first time it's actually been in any sort of marathon like this.
Yes.
But Planets is really fun. Enigma is just one part of it. There is the original Metroid world. There was another world that Vacant's sort of reworking the engine slightly, so it's not available right now. But Enigma is, I'm sure Skyhawk's already said, it's all user-generated content in there. All the rooms were from different people who made them. And then the engine he built just randomizes all like this. So it's really fun to play.
I forgot to mention, there is an online portion. I have not actually tried that yet.
Neither have I.
There is an online that's still somewhat being... That's a lower priority for Vacant right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, thank you so much for that. I am going to get set up for the next run here. So, Epi, if you want to say anything while I go do stuff.
Nope, I'm good. Everything. I'm gonna watch back this run in a little bit.
Well, thanks again, guys. Good run. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Once again, if you're interested, head over to metroidconstruction.com. Forum posts there with the link to the Discord channel for the community Discord. We run generally every Friday night around 8 p.m. Eastern for a community race. I generally run on Tuesdays for people that can't meet that. And then we do have some impromptu ones on Wednesdays, perhaps. But guys, thank you guys for watching. And enjoy Rogue Dawn. Another very well custom hack for the NES that's Metroid related.
Indeed.